A very good morning to all of you. This is my lecture number 3 of chapter 16 Playing with Numbers, and this is mathematics class of grade 8. Let us see what are the today's key points. First of all, we will revise the concepts covered in previous lectures. We will be discussing the concept of or what are the conclusions we have got after reversing the 3-digit numbers and subtracting them, reversing the 3-digit numbers in cyclic order and then adding them. Then we will be learning the rules, or we will be revising the rules for letters for digits. And then today's main topic is tests of divisibility by 2, 3, 5 and 9. We will be learning the divisibility rules when a number is being divided by 2, 3, 5 or 9. So let us revise. Reversing the 3-digit numbers and subtracting them. Let us consider a 3-digit number 469. Reversing the digits of 469, we get a new number. So it will be 964. If we need to reverse the digits of a given number, then we need to start writing the number from the units place. So the number will be 964. On subtracting them, we will be getting 964 minus 469, which is equal to 495. Thus, we get the difference as 495, which can be further written as 99 into 5, which is divisible by 99 and also divisible by 5, which is the difference of the units digit and hundreds digit, that is 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. So, what we have concluded? The difference of a 3-digit number ABC when A is greater than C or C is greater than A, and number obtained by reversing the digits is always divisible by 99, and difference of the digits at hundreds place and units place, that is A minus C when A is greater than C or C minus A when C is greater than A. Dear children, as it was being told in the previous lecture, you are supposed to use these points directly in the questions. You are not supposed to solve them. Direct results will be used. Second point, what we have seen from the result, when it is divided by 99, quotient is A minus C or C minus A, and when it is divided by A minus C or C minus A, quotient is 99. I hope this is now very much clear to you. Then we have studied reversing the 3-digit numbers in cyclic order and adding them. What is this cyclic order? The cyclic order means we are changing the order of the numbers in the clockwise direction. Let us consider a 3-digit number 632. This is what we have taken the number 632. Changing the order of digits cyclically, we get 326 and 263. Adding all these three numbers, we will be getting the sum as 1221, which can be further written as 111 into 11 and further 3 into 37 into 11. So what we have concluded? So this sum is divisible by 111. 11, which is the sum of the digits here in this case, 37 and 3. So the direct result which is to be used in the questions is the sum of a 3-digit number ABC and numbers obtained by changing the order of digits cyclically, that is BCA and CAB, is always divisible by 111, 37, 3 and sum of the digits, that is A plus B plus C. Next, we have learnt letters for digits. There are two rules basically for this concept. First rule is, to solve the puzzles, we need to follow the rules given below. Each letter in the puzzle must stand for just one digit. Each digit must be represented by just one letter. For example, if anywhere in the question Q is present, then whatsoever you have taken the value according to the sum, multiplication or subtraction, that value of Q will remain fixed. Wherever Q is present, you will be placing that particular value or whatsoever you have calculated according to the given question. And every letter can take the values from 0 to 9. But the first digit of a number cannot be 0. For example, we write the number 65 as 65, not as 065 or 0065. So the first digit of a number cannot be 0. Using these two rules, you will be able to solve the puzzles. Now, the main topic of today's lecture is tests of divisibility. Let us see the divisibility rule by 2. What does this rule say? A number is divisible by 2 if its last or units digit is divisible by 2. That is, if its last or units digit is 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. It can be either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Let us see the examples. For example, each of the numbers 120, 372, 2584 and 3786 is divisible by 2, whereas none of the numbers 123, 2575 and 37,777 is divisible by 2. So 120, 372, 2584, 3786, all these numbers are divisible by 2 because we have studied the rule. What is the rule? A number is divisible by 2 if its last or units digit is divisible by 2. That is, it can be either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. And we have seen the examples also, so it is clear now. Now coming to the divisibility rule by 3. What is the divisibility rule of 3? A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. First of all, we need to take the sum of the digits of the number, and then if that particular sum is divisible by 3, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 3. For example, this is the number given to you. Taking the sum of the digits, it will be 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 6. It will be total 24, which is divisible by 3. So we can say that the given number is divisible by 3. Let us take another example. This is the number given to you and you need to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. So as the rule says, we need to take the sum of the digits. So taking the sum of the digits, you will be adding 8 plus 5 plus 3 plus 7 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4. So what will be the sum? 28, which is not divisible by 3. So we can say the given number is not divisible by 3. So divisibility rule of 2 and 3 are very easy and I hope you must have understood. Now coming to the divisibility by 9. What is the divisibility rule of 9? A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. In case of 3, it was a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. In case of 9, it is a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. So let us take this example. This is the number given to you and you need to check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. Again, we need to take the sum of the digits. So sum of the digits will be 6 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8, which will give you total as 27 and which is divisible by 9. So we can say the given number is divisible by 9. Let us take another example. We need to check whether this given number is divisible by 9 or not. Taking the sum of the digits, it will be 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 2. So total is 32, which is not divisible by 9. So this statement is true. This is the statement given to you. You need to check whether this statement is correct or not. So this statement is correct. We have seen that this is not divisible by 9. Now divisibility rule of 5. A number is divisible by 5 if its last or units digit is 0 or 5. For divisibility, to check the divisibility by 5, we need to check the units digit of the given number. If it is 0 or 5, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 5. So each of the numbers 230, 475, 1020 is divisible by 5, whereas none of the numbers 237, 1248 is divisible by 5. So The rule for divisibility by 5 is also very simple. You need to just check whether the units digit is 0 or 5. If it is so, then you can say the given number is divisible by 5. Coming to the homework questions. Your homework is you are supposed to complete question number 1 to 10 of exercise 16.1. Dear children, in this lecture, I will be covering, as I have given you the homework from exercise 16.1 to complete question number 1 to 10. Those who have completed, it is fine. They are not supposed to do it again. But those who have not completed, they can complete it after this lecture. And in this lecture, only difficult parts, I have taken only 5 parts out of the 10 parts. Rest parts are supposed to be done by you so that you can have a better understanding of doing the questions on your own. And after that, after completing exercise 16.1, you are supposed to complete question number 1 to 3 of exercise 16.2 in your homework notebook. So what we have learnt in today's lecture? First of all, we have revised the previous concepts. Then we have learnt the divisibility rule. What is the divisibility rule of 2? A number is divisible by 2 if its last or units digit is divisible by 2. That is, its last or units digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Then we have learned the divisibility by 3. What is the rule? A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Then divisibility by 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. Then divisibility by 5. What is the rule? A number is divisible by 5 if the digit at units place or the last digit is 0 or 5. So, you are supposed to do the questions on the basis of these concepts which I have told you. So, complete your exercise 16.1 and exercise 16.2 question number 1 to 3. Coming to the homework solutions of exercise 16.1, as I told you that I will be taking only 5 parts. Rest parts are supposed to be done by you on your own. By these 5 parts, you will be able to understand the concept very clearly. Question number 1. Find the values of the letters in the following and give reasons for the steps involved. This is the question given to you. 3a plus 25 will give you B2. Dear children, while solving these types of questions, you need to keep the rules in your mind. And the easiest way to solve these questions is you can take the case of the unit column. Here, what is the unit column? A plus 5 should give you 2. What should I place in? What should I take in place of A so that if I add that digit to 5, the sum should be 2? Or obviously, we need to take here the sum as 12 and 1 will be carry forward to 3. So let us see now. Observe the unit column of the addition. We have seen, I told you that the easiest way to solve these questions is to observe the unit column first. And we need A plus 5. From A plus 5, we get a number whose unit digit is 2. As I told you, I needed to take a number in place of 5, so in place of A, so that if I add it to 5, the answer should be 2. What is that number? Obviously, if I take A as 7, then 7 plus 5 will give you 2 and 1 will be carried forward to the next column. Now check the sum by replacing A with 7 and thus 1 will be the carry for the next step. So in the next step, 1 plus 3 plus 2 will give you 6. So the value of A is correct, and after putting the value of A as 7, I will be getting the value of B as 6. So it will be 37 plus 25 will give you 62. So dear children, in few questions you may need to go with the hit and trial method, means you need to keep on putting the values of the variables to check the answer. And every alphabet can take the values from 0 to 9. So coming to question number 2. Question number 2 is find the values of the letters in the following and give reasons for the steps involved. This is the question given to you. 4a plus 98 should give you C, B and 3. Here in this case, A, B and C Three unknowns are there with us and we need to find the values of A, B and C. So again, observe the unit column of the addition. From A plus 8, we should get a number whose unit digit is 3. And for this to happen, A should be 5. 5. And now check the sum by replacing A with 5 and thus 1 will be carried forward to the next step. So in the next step, 1 plus 4 plus 9 is equal to 14. It is similar to the question number 1 which we have covered. First of all, we have seen the unit column of this question. Then I need to get a number whose unit digit is 3 after adding A plus 8, after adding A and 8. So if I will be taking A as 5 and then I am putting the values again in the question, it will be 45 plus 98 and the sum will be 143. Dear children, you must have observed that just by taking the value of A, I will be able to get the value of other two unknowns very easily. B and C, I got it on its own. Just by knowing the value of A, I have come to know the value of B and C. So A is equal to 5, B is equal to 4 and C is equal to 1. These are the value of the three unknowns which were given to us in the question. Now coming to question number 3, the question says we need to find the value of A and we need to write the steps involved. Now here, if we look at the unit column, A into A should be equal to A. There are two possibilities only. If I will be multiplying 1 into 1, I will be taking both the cases. If I will be taking 1 into 1, it will give you 1. And if I will be taking 6 into 6, that will also give you the same 6, 36, you will be getting 6. And in case of A is equal to 1 and A is equal to 6, the units digit will be same. Now let us see whether A will be now 1 or A will be 6. Observe the unit column. We have observed from A into A we get a number whose unit digit is A. This is possible only when A is equal to 1 or A is equal to 6. So when A is equal to 1, let us see I will be getting this answer or not. I am putting the value of A as 1. Then it will be 11. 11 into 1 is 11. So A cannot be 1 because in the next column, in the first column, I should get the answer as 91. If I am taking 1 here as A, then my answer should be 91. But here the answer is 11. So A is not equal to 1. Hence the value of A must be 6. Let us see now. If I will be taking A as 6, then 3 will be carried for the next step. So putting the value of A as 6, it will be 16 into 6. It will be 96. So the value of A is 6. Question number 4 says, find the values of the letters in the following and give reasons for the steps involved. Now, in few questions, you may see the, apart from the unit column, you can look forward to the next columns also. Or in few questions, you can go with the unit column. Let us see now. AB plus 37 should be equal to 6A. Now, what should be the values of A and B? So that my answer should be 6A. And if I add it to 37, my answer should be 6A. Now, this is the question. AB plus 37 should be 6A. Observe the unit column of the addition. From B plus 7, we get a number whose unit digit is A. As it is according to this question, if I add B plus 7, my answer should be a number so that its unit digit is A. And if I take A plus 3 is equal to 6. And if I look at the second column, that is A plus 3 is equal to 6. Next column I should say. I have seen first the unit column. And then if I will be looking at the next column, I should get A plus 3 is equal to 6. And for this to happen, the digit B should be 6. If I will be writing 6 in place of B, then only it can happen. And now let us see whether my assumption is correct or not by putting the values. But I want an A as a single digit. So this is not possible. If I will be taking A, the required number which I have assumed, I will not be getting a single digit number. So I need to take another number now. This is as I told you, that sometimes you need to take the hit and trial method and you just keep on putting the values so that you get the answer. And if I take b is equal to 5 and 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, so a is equal to 2. So 25 plus 37 will give you 62. Now this second assumption is correct. Earlier I was not doing the correct assumption. Now if I will be taking b as 5 and 5 plus 7 will give you 12, so and a will be equal to 2. So 25 plus 37, it will give you 62. So what are the values of a and b? A is equal to 2 and b is equal to 5. So the values of a and b are 2 and 5 respectively. Coming to question number 10, I have left rest of the questions for you so that you can have a better understanding of doing these types of questions on your own. Once you will be able to start doing these questions, you will find them very easy. Now, let us take question number 10. Find the values of the letters in the following and give reasons for the steps involved. This is the question. 12a plus 6ab over plus 12a plus 6ab should give you A09. Now, as I told you that it is not mandatory that every time you will be looking at the unit column. Now, if I take the middle column in this case, 2 plus a should give me 0. And I think it is also clear to you now, if I will be taking a as 8, so 8 plus 2 will give you 10. So let us see whether this assumption is correct or not. Observe the second column of the addition. From 2 plus a, we get a number whose unit digit is 8. And now for this to happen, the digit a should be 8, as I told you. So, checking the sum by replacing a with 8. Now, in place of a, I have taken 8. So, it will be 12/8 plus 608b over 809. Now b is left. Now what will be the value of b, so that in the unit column I should get the sum as 9. Obviously, if I will be taking b as 1, then 8 plus 1 will give you 9. So the values of a and b are 8 and 1 respectively. So I am repeating it. 128 plus 608b should give you 809. And now it is quite clear from this. If I will be taking a as 8, then what should be the value of b in the unit column, so that my answer comes out to be 9. So it will be 8 plus 1, that will give you 9. So as a is 8, therefore b is equal to 1. So dear children, I hope you have understood all these questions, and on the basis of the concepts which I have told you in this lecture, you will be able to do rest of the questions. And please do your homework well on time, and please do submit your homework solutions on the email ID being mentioned on the EdQuark site. And now your homework is, you are supposed to complete both the exercises, exercise 16.1 as I have given you earlier. Now I have discussed 5 questions. You can check your answers and correct them, and rest of the questions you must have done. Those who have done, it is very fine. Those who have not done, they are supposed to complete it. And along with the completion of 16.1, I think 2 days are sufficient to complete that 16.1 exercise. Along with the completion of 16.1 exercise, you are supposed to complete question number 1, 2, 3 of exercise 16.2 in your homework notebook. So, in this, I have just put the values. You have understood the previous question number 10. Here I have put the values. It is 128 plus 681 over will give you 809. So adding 128 and 681 will give you 809. So the values of a and b are 8 and 1 respectively. This already I have discussed this part already in the previous slide. And now please do learn the divisibility rules, though you have learnt these divisibility rules in your previous classes, but you need to revise them again, and on the basis of that you are supposed to do exercise 16.2 question number 1, 2 and 3. Thank you so much.